The following podcast is brought to you by the Backbreaker Media Video on Demand channel. Visit backbreakervod.pivotshare.com for all your latest CWC, MPW, and PPW wrestling action. And enter the code Holiday Cheer for not only a 2-week free trial, but also 25% off your first month. That is backbreakervod.pivotshare.com.
You only got one shot, show me what you got. Ready or not, you can't stop it. This is how we rock it. And I can see you getting naughty, shaking your body. Welcome to the party where the knots hang. It's just a rad thing.
And we're back with episode 54 of The Sounds of Struggle. Because even though we're in Edmonton, we're not banning this podcast.
God damn right we're not.
But what we are banning is Don Iveson, you dickhole.
If I had a list for an amount of guys who are cockbags, yeah, you'd be one of them.
Yeah. Dickhole.
Butt plug,
Anal bead.
runny squirts, Hershey squirting shitbox. Fuck ass.
Where are you going really? Like, that's a lot of poo jokes.
I don't know. Feeling down in the dumps today, I guess.
Well, you know who's not feeling down in the dumps?
Who's that?
Well, I was hoping you would know. I
Oh,
don't know.
no,
I
I
had
have no idea.
absolutely nowhere to go on that one.
By the way, you're Chris Perish.
I am Chris Perish.
And I am the number 2, silky smooth Meniac.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am.
And, well, actually, I guess you know who's not down in the dumps? AJ Styles, because he successfully retained his heavyweight title last night at Clash of Champions
Yes, he did.
against Jinder Mahal, whose trunks look like they are down in the dumps.
Yeah, Nipples Mahal.
Yeah, you saw that photo too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
weird. But, whatever.
It's a little bit of awkward.
Yeah.
Just awkward.
Stiff nipples.
Yeah, he was excited for that matchup.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is part of his pec too.
Uh-huh.
There's like a mountain on his breast.
Mount Tata.
Yeah. Don't hinder Jinder, because you don't want to know what pokes you next.
Ew. What else happened?
Dolph Ziggler, new United States champion.
Ew.
It's a little bit better than what he was doing.
What, nothing?
Exactly.
Oh, very good, very good.
I mean,
I like it. What else?
Charlotte beat Natalia in a lumberjack
And no
match.
cash-in still.
No.
There was an almost,
Yeah,
but
almost.
no cash-in.
A tease, if we will.
S-A-T.
Don't we just hate it when Carmella teases us like that?
I'd rather have seen her nipples.
That's
That's just me.
Yeah.
Tatas.
I heard
what
they're
else?
fabulous.
Zack Ryder jobbed again. I mean, what else is new?
Mojo Rawley has new music.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be completely honest. I missed the pre-show, and I only saw the first 2 matches. I haven't watched the rest of it yet.
That's because we decided to go to the Canadian women's hockey game last night.
Yes, and they beat the Americanas 2-1
Yeah.
in over the time.
And what I found out is that as much as we think it's funny, the women there did not find it funny when the first penalty was a woman getting 2 minutes for hooking.
Yes.
Or
holding.
We got some bad looks.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't be hooking on the ice, and you can't be too clingy. Stage 5 clingers get 2 minutes for holding.
Hey, I'm just, at least happy that, at least this arena that's not on 118th actually is penalizing hooking.
About damn time.
Because,
But in all seriousness, it was actually a good game.
It was. I mean, a ref got knocked down. That was
funny as hell. Yeah, Augusta, I like you, girl.
You
Keep that up.
Officially got knocked down.
Yeah,
But,
I like that.
But yeah, going back to the Cock pay-per-view, Clash of Champions.
Cock review.
Yeah, Cock review.
What else happened?
The Usos retained the tag team titles against...
I was impressed by Gable. That motherfucker is strong.
Speaking of being impressed by Chad Gable, Mr. Daniel Cormier, the UFC fighter there, he was impressed with it too.
He's been throwing out some shade a little bit towards wrestling, but then he's
a big wrestling fan.
He wasn't really much of a fan of the whole Young Bucks thing on Final Battle.
Well, I mean...
But fuck him.
I'm not really a Cormier fan myself, but I'm just saying he's a fan of wrestling.
Not fair enough. Neither Jim Cornette of that, but I mean, fuck him too.
He talks too much.
Yeah, he should not live. I mean, talk.
Yeah. He doesn't even play tennis. Why does he have the racket?
Because
he's loud?
Because he makes a lot of racket, but doesn't do anything with it.
Well, I think he uses it backstage, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, paddles young boys' assholes.
Well, I meant like his own.
Oh, that too, I guess.
Well, that's why he wears polyester, I guess.
Sure, I don't do his laundry. What else happened? The
Blunger brothers beat up Breezango.
Yeah, murdered Breezango, which I think we all saw coming, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn beat Shinsuke Nakamura and Randy Orton.
Yes, they beat it hard.
Yeah. Sami Zayn got the pin on Randy Orton.
Good.
It's actually, yeah. It's kind of nice to see Sami Zayn get that pin.
Sami Zayn?
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, baby.
Yeah, so that was basically the pay-per-view. I've only seen 2 matches, but the 2 I saw, they were alright.
Well, I mean, because we were both talking, too, how, like, it wasn't one of those pay-per-views that was jumping out at us.
No, I wasn't expecting much.
But usually it's those pay-per-views that are the good ones.
Yeah.
So we should have known better.
Yeah, the U.S. title and the tag team titles were the first 2 matches, and the only ones I saw. They were both quite good, actually, so I'm going to go try maybe watch some of it later and catch up. But
we have to expect that when the Usos are there, it's going to be good.
Indubitably. And Rusev is over. Rusev Day is actually a face thing, apparently.
Right?
Ruru. I love it.
Our boy Ruru.
Our boy Ruru.
Yeah. Also, we're recording the Monday.
We know for a fact.
So we know Monday Night Raw is actually going down right now, and we know that Hideo Itami has debuted on Monday Night Raw.
Has debuted.
But... yeah, well, you're making butthole references.
Debuted?
Yeah. But I wanted to say, during the Oiler game, Mark Letestu scored the 10,000 goal in Edmonton Oiler history. 10,000.
So most of those were in the 80s.
Well, yeah, they sure weren't in the 90s. Yeah, I would say Gretzky had a few of them.
894 of them.
Well, not all with Oilers.
Every single goal was on the Oilers. He scored 894 goals in one season and then never scored again.
Yeah.
Record-breaking season, I tells you.
That's why he's the great one.
Exactly. The great one season.
That's great one. Speaking of which, they named out the top 25 captains or top 50 captains in the NHL. Mark Messier, number 1.
Really?
Wayne Gretzky, top 10. So the Oilers, the only team to have 2 top 10 captains.
Huh, I didn't even hear about this list.
Just want to say, yeah, I just read it on NHL.com today. Jonathan Toews actually in that list too.
Yay!
I believe he was top 10 himself.
Yay!
So
he deserves it. He's a good guy.
And actually, Sidney Crosby ranked 1 spot higher than Mario Lemieux.
Interesting. Not top 10?
It might be 10 or 11, or it might be 11, 12. I don't remember.
Okay.
I just remember the Oilers the only team to have 2 people in the top 10.
How about that? So, that's cool.
Suck it, league. We got the best leaders.
From the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. Sean Horkoff was not on that list.
What about McDavid? He's had 2 seasons as a captain, or a season and a bit as a captain. Yeah. That's whatever.
They made a new list.
Okay.
I'm just saying they're making a new list.
Oh, okay. He's the only one on the list.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Well, we're jumping around a lot. What do you want to go? Do you want to go back to wrestling? Stay with hockey? I got a bunch for both.
Let's stay with hockey right now.
Stay with hockey. Let's see. Quick trades. Jordan Subban to the Kings for Nick Dowd. Okay, whatever. I don't know why I wrote that down. Carlson submits list of 10 teams he won't waive his no-trade clause for. Looks like the Sens are imploding.
Yeah, and apparently their owner said something about relocating.
He said that he's not against relocation. Like, he wants to keep them there, he wants to keep going, but relocation's not out of the question, and he went on record saying he won't destroy a lifetime of work for one hockey team. Meaning if he has to sell them or relocate them, sell them, whatever the case is, he'll do that. And it sounds like he's almost kind of given up on them, which is not good.
Well, I mean...
So, my question is, let's do a quick let's book.
It'd be funny if they went to Quebec City.
Yes,
I'm not going to lie.
Yes,
but, I mean, at the same time, with Seattle kind of making
on
some
the
noise.
cusp as the Seattle Emeralds.
Well, they haven't had a
The
name.
Seattle Mariners.
The Seattle Tag Struggles.
Seattle Supersonics. The Seattle Well Endowed. That should be the team name. The Seattle Well Endowed. There is a height restriction for this team.
When only Johnny Gaudreau and Marshall and Yamamoto can play.
No, they're too short.
Okay. So
Well, maybe. I've never seen
or
them.
it's just like tall.
Yeah, no, in the pants.
Oh, okay. So
The Well Endowed.
So the Joel Wards of the group.
Yeah, the Joel Wards, all the Sioux bands.
Yeah. Malcolm, PK,
Jordan.
yeah. Courtney.
Courtney. So yeah, let's do a quick let's book for the Ottawa Senators. What do you do to fix the team? Because they are clearly not doing themselves.
Well, I mean, Craig Anderson is a goalie, so I would keep him as like a number one. He's a number one in my books.
I would make him a third right winger.
I think they have to look at the Duchesne trade of a trade that did not work as well as they hoped.
Not yet, anyways.
Well, I mean, it's just hard when you know he's not fitting in. What is it? 15 games in already, and he has one goal.
Man, it seems like a lot less than that, though. It doesn't seem like that long ago it happened.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. You might want to kind of look in the mirror of, all right, maybe your GM is not the right guy for the team. But I do think they need to stock up on draft picks, and they need to start having better drafts, and kind of going the Winnipeg model right now, because Winnipeg is going to have a good set of young players coming up.
Yeah.
Because of the draft. And I think that's kind of the route they have to go. You look at what Vegas is doing with all their picks. They have a lot of draft picks still left.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of young people as well. And I think that's kind of the direction they got to go. They got to go rebuild. And, you know, if Erik Karlsson could help that rebuild, you might want to think about doing it.
I think they should trade him for 6 third-round picks and Tony Amonte.
Tony? What about his sister? She played hockey too.
Tessa?
I don't know her name, actually. I just remember that Tony Amonte and Phil Kessel both have sisters that played on Team USA.
Phil Kessel's sister got 2 minutes for hooking last night.
Yeah.
You know, if Phil Kessel's on the team, he'd get 2 minutes for hot dogging.
No, I think he gets 2 minutes for holding, and then she hooks.
Ew.
It's all in the family.
Fleury's back. That's good for the
Vegas.
Vegas team, I guess.
Yeah, and he beat Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yes. Dubinsky got the fuck knocked up by Cassian.
Yeah, and
Good fight.
the day after, the Edmonton Sport Combat Commission decided, we're going to ban wrestling because we don't like combative sports, but then we'll allow NHL where a guy can fight a guy and break his orbital bone. That's not combative.
I don't think the Edmonton Combative Sports Commission has anything to do with the NHL. But the fact that they, on a side tangent, the fact that they basically canceled the WWE show and are not letting us run right now, I want to meet them. And then fucking fight them.
I want to play Don Iverson in a game of hockey, and if I win, he lifts the band, and if I lose, we just knock the shit out of him.
Here's what I want to do. You know what? I'll even play it at his game. Tag Struggle 3 versus Don Iverson in a game of politics. But we're doing Ugandan politics where they fucking fight in the chambers.
Yeah,
we will gangbuster his goddamn face hole.
Elimination Chamber.
You're damn right it is.
Okay.
Elimination Chamber is face hole.
Big gas chamber, and I'll go up all Jewishy on him. Okay, that was a bad...
Awkward racist hole.
that was a bad thing to say.
I like it. Chris Neal announced his retirement officially so he could play in that game.
Oh, the alumni game?
Which I didn't realize it was just Ottawa Senators people.
You know your history is bad when Chris Neal is in your alumni team.
I mean, he was there for like 15 seasons, so I don't see why not.
So, yeah, doesn't mean he was awesome.
I didn't say it was. I'm just saying he was a good part of that team.
Yeah.
Like in the locker room and in the community, so I can see why he's
Yeah,
on
but
it.
that's like the way they're having like Matt Hendricks on their team for alumni. It's like, yay.
That's like the Blues having Martin Brodeur on their team when he played half a season there. Ooh.
Yeah, but he was actually good.
Not then he wasn't.
No, what?
Anyways, Kazakhstan.
He was Chris Neal good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next year at the World Juniors, Kazakhstan, for the first time since 2009, will be a part of the World Juniors in Vancouver, Victoria.
Sweet. I hope they beat USA.
I hope they beat every team except Canada. Canada versus Kazakhstan in the finals would be sweet.
Yeah, book it. Gold medal match.
Yeah. Speaking of which, World Juniors Canada versus US is on the 29th, and it's an outdoor game. What the actual fuck?
Well, that'd be cool.
Funny. Weather joke.
I'm just saying, it's nice to see an outdoor game that the fucking Blackhawks aren't in.
That's not even the point. Why are the outdoor games going down to the World Junior level? There's no need for that. There's no need to have this many for outdoor games for the NHL.
No, I still think that they should do the gold medal, like the Olympic gold medal game outdoors. That would be cool.
Okay, that's one thing, yes, but I don't think you can do that in Pyeongchang.
No, I would have done it in Russia.
Fair enough.
But
Okay, but really,
I don't think you can do anything in Pyeongchang.
So let's have Olympics without Russian teams.
That sounds like a place with really good teriyaki sauce.
Yeah, that's true. But no, I have two problems with this. One, it's outdoor game for World Juniors. I just think there's no need for that. And the second part is it's not Canada-US on the 31st. That bugs me.
Yeah, but it hasn't for the last couple years.
I know, and that bugs me. Last game they played against Denmark on the 30th.
Yeah, but also take an account. This year on the 31st, there's going to be a lot of NFL football.
I don't care. World Juniors. Winning. Yeah.
It won't. Not when it's the last week of football.
No. I don't mean winning as in against like in ratings. I mean winning. Canada winning. US.
Oh,
Beating.
Canada,
Destroying. Yes.
Canada always wins.
Ah!
I mean, the Americans just need to understand that when it comes to Olympic or international play against Canada, there are Kurt Hawkins.
They have have 96. That's all I've got.
And we're the Oscar.
Yeah, they have 96. Also, salary cap could rise to an estimated $78 to $82 million next year, which would be nice.
Yeah.
That could definitely help out the Blackhawks a lot.
And the Oilers.
And the Oilers, and actually most teams, I think.
Provided that Chiarelli actually spends the money.
Fair enough.
I mean, we know our owner has it. He's living pretty large in L.A.
Yeah. We talked about the combative sports bullshit. They suck. I'm gonna point that out several times throughout this episode. They suck.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
They suck more dick than any of my past girlfriends.
That's a lot of dick.
Yeah.
GSP vacates the middleweight title. I think he must have heard what happened here and was like, fuck this, I'm out. And then Pacquiao versus McGregor may become a thing.
Yeah, but did you hear that Dana White said if he finds out that there was actually real talks between the two camps, he's going to sue Pacquiao's camp?
Yeah, I heard that, but at the same time, I don't know if he'll actually be able to do it successfully.
Well, when you think about it, that is tampering, though.
No, that's true, but at the same time, I don't know.
It's complete tampering.
But that's because they're not necessarily.
Conor McGregor is still a contracted UFC fighter.
I heard a rumor though that they're actually talking to Mayweather's group, and Mayweather are basically representing McGregor.
Yes, but Conor McGregor is still contracted with the UFC. So until that contract expires, he has to go through the UFC. That is why the Mayweather fight had the UFC involved.
I think if that's the case, though, and it ends up like going to this, I think he might just quit UFC. Say, to hell with it. Not go back.
Well, I mean, they're definitely talking about how if he's going to fight again. I mean, and one of the conversations now is that if there should be a time frame where if you don't defend a title, you're stripped of it.
Almost WWE style, unless you're Dean Ambrose with the U.S. title.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to defend it forever.
Yeah, but didn't he have like 1 day away from being a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked.
And see, honestly, I think he defended it on house shows.
Oh, he did, 100%.
Yeah,
that is the out in wrestling.
Yeah. Even if he didn't, just, on some house
He
shows.
defended it in Edmonton, I remember.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Because that was when Roman Reigns, told me to...
eat shit.
When I said, go Eskimos. And he does not like his time in the CFL.
You know what time he might like more? The UFL, which might happen next year. Which is basically XFL revamp.
Yeah.
The Universe Football? No, United Football League.
United Football League.
I just figured Universe because Vince McMahon uses that on everything. But United Football League. That sounds like soccer to me. It really does. Now, if it was full contact soccer, you're damn right I'm watching. That'd be great.
The Extreme Soccer League.
Exactly. XSL. That should be it. Let's make this. Tag Struggle 3 presents Extreme Soccer League.
I'm not putting my name at all, but with soccer. I'm not doing it.
It's not your name. It's Tag Struggle 3.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can be the referee. The referee gets full control to hit whoever he wants. Yeah.
As long as I get a gun.
Sure. I don't care.
Nice.
Also, Eskimos made some trades and whatnot. I didn't write them down.
They re-signed CJ Gable for 2 years.
Chad Gable?
Chad Gable.
Sweet.
The Eskimos
Chad Gable signed with Eskimos. That's good. I like that.
The Eskimos are already willing and Gable.
Perfect. I didn't write them down. I thought we'd have Shaun Martens here, but I was mistaken.
Yeah, he's hungover.
As fuck. Drank nearly half a fucking 40 of vodka on Saturday.
Yeah, what a hog.
Damn near tried to give himself fetal alcohol syndrome at the age of 30.
Yeah.
Wait, is he 30?
Yeah, he's 32. He's a year older than me.
He's old. Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
So, Old Man Martin.
Old Man Martens. Old Man Winter. Anyways, so that's what he did. So he's hungover.
Shawnee Old Man.
Shawnee Old Balls. Shawnee Old Balls.
He's an SOB.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, too good.
Too sweet. Too sweet. Yeah. On to some wrestling.
Yeah.
Which we can't do right now because the commission's a piece of shit.
Well, we can't do it in the city, but we can talk about it because the committee, we have 2 words for you.
Suck cock.
Well, just pro wrestling.
Oh.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Suck pro wrestling's cock.
Suck a dick.
Yeah, exactly.
The A is silent.
Ronda Rousey apparently finalizing a deal with WWE, so her joining and her debut could be imminent. Especially the whole Shayna Baszler thing. We were wrong. It wasn't Rockstar Spud. That's Shayna Baszler.
You said it was Rockstar Spud.
Oh yeah.
I said it looked like a guy, and I'm still saying it still looks like a guy.
Well, you're not that far off. She's very, very muscular.
Oh, same.
Rich Swann was suspended indefinitely, but he got let out of jail after...
Apparently, him and his wife reconciled.
Reconciled, eh?
Yeah.
So, do we know what happened? Like, did he say something she didn't like, so she called the cops? Or did he... What happened there?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Did they get in a huge spat because the ECSC banned all wrestling in Edmonton?
You know what? I think they got in an argument because they went to whatamaneuver.net and they couldn't decide which shirt to buy. They didn't know if they wanted a vintage OWE shirt or if they wanted an OG Struggle t-shirt. And then they said, you know what? We can just get ourselves a Tag Struggle 3 shirt and everything is okay now.
But then they have to come to one of our shows and they can't do that because, well
yeah,
actually, they could.
But the best part about us is we're not always in Edmonton.
That's true. That's true. Come to Lethbridge.
And Red Deer.
And Red Deer.
Yeah.
And the Deer of Red.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was
Get our t-shirts. Get our stuff. Buy it. Live it. Love it.
Well, they probably also was listening to Backbreaker Media, and they were probably arguing, but like, you know what, I like
episode 26, and then he's like, I like episode 7. And she's like, well, I believe you're mistaken, good sir.
Yeah.
And then
he's like, you know what, I am. All of them are so good, and that's why you should download Backbreaker Media on Apple Play, iTunes, or Google Play, because I messed up the first one.
Apple, Google Play, iTunes, Podbean.
Fuck YouTube.
Yup. They're on there, but fuck them.
Yeah, and then you can also go to High Spots and check out our,
VOD.
Yeah.
Video on Dem Boys Tag Struggle 3.
Whoop whoop.
You blow it.
Well, not when I don't have
We're
to.
also something apparently on something else too, like or Pivot Share, or is that
Pornhub.
Oh, yeah, Porn Share, Pivot Hub. I don't know. There's a lot of things you can see us now. It should be in the descriptions. Go look at the description. It should be there.
Yeah.
Point is, we're getting out there. We're doing our thing.
We're getting around.
Round.
You might as well
get
give
around,
us 2
we
minutes
get
for
around.
hooking.
Yeah.
Hooking.
Hookers. By the way, congratulations, Dalton Castle, the new Ring of Honor World Champion.
I wonder if Cody Rhodes is going back to WWE.
He looks weird as a blonde. He really does.
Well, he's
maybe his hair.
See, he becomes a blonde and then he finishes on his back.
He becomes a blonde. You're right. It's true what they say. Blondes have more fun.
Right.
Good for him.
He jobbed to a couple of boys.
Really? Exactly. Yeah. Good for him, though.
That's an American wet dream nightmare.
Yeah, it is. American wet nightmare?
So, I mean, the only question is, who wants some brandy?
Me! Me! We'll keep with the blonde. Macaulay Culkin did some Home Alone shit at Bar Wrestling, and it was warming of the soul.
And probably creepy as hell.
He is a little creepy, isn't he? But man, it was fun to watch. As a huge fan of Home Alone 1 and 2, it was a little bit of alright. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah. He is such a disease.
Yes. Say goodnight, Kevin. Also, WWE's coming out with something on Facebook, like Mixed Match Challenge.
Yeah.
Is that like basically intergender wrestling?
So, okay, from what I've understood, it's a guy and a girl on each team, and they wrestle other guy and girl tag teams, and the winners of a tournament get money to donate to a charity of their choosing.
So is it more of like a shoot wrestling thing?
I don't know.
Because it's pre-planned, then that's kind of unfair.
Then, I'm just saying, if it's a shoot, then if I was a girl, I'd want Brock Lesnar. I'd put like Brock Lesnar or Ronda Rousey together.
Or
Win.
Brock Lesnar and Nia Jax, and you win.
Or, why Nia Jax?
Because they're both monsters?
Yeah, but
And neither one of them are like most girls.
it's true.
Yeah.
Or you can just have Brock Lesnar and the returning Sable.
They win.
No.
She's not like most girls.
No.
No.
She was in Playboy. Like
Unlike-
3 times.
Unlike most girls.
Well.
Noam Dar had surgery on his knee.
He did.
I guess after that fatal 4-way, he ended up somehow hurting it more or tweaking it or something that needed to be surgically repaired.
Yeah, and then apparently Finn Balor sent him a hug on the Twitter.
On the Twitter.
Because Noam Dar sent Finn Balor a hug when Finn Balor was hurt.
Yes.
It was cute.
Yeah, and actually the picture was the hug that Noam Dar gave Finn Balor at the end of the FIFA Game Gauntlet Challenge on Up, Up, Down, Down.
Yeah.
So I guess congrats to him for that.
Yeah,
Way to win that, but unfortunately you're hurt.
it's soccer. Who
Yeah.
cares?
They were actually playing NHL 18 today. It was Rusev versus Mojo, and Rusev won 7-0. Destroyed him.
See, the Russians beat the Americans again.
Again. Well, even though he's Belarus, but even Belarus had the beautiful story in 02.
Hey man, he was just Putin in the net. I don't know. There had to be a pun there.
Just Putin it in the net.
Yeah.
Poot. Going back to Final Battle. Bully Ray was back and wrestled again, so I guess his whole retirement thing is not happening.
It's a typical wrestler's retirement.
Yeah, a couple months, comes back. Yeah, I guess he came back and wrestled with Tommy. Tommy.
Damn.
Versus the Briscoes. I have no idea how it went, but there's that. And then the one thing I wanted to get to, which I'm excited as hell for, Jericho versus Omega.
Yeah.
That is ramping the fuck up.
Now a no DQ match.
Huzzah! Which makes you think, no DQ, at least the Young Bucks are getting involved. Who is Jericho going to have on his team? He's got maybe Lance Storm?
Maybe it's Don Callis?
No, he beat the fuck out of Don Callis.
Yeah, maybe he beat some fucking sense into him.
That can't happen. He's the Jekyll. Jekyll.
Flacco?
So that's I'm excited as hell how Jericho just randomly showed up. And
Maybe the Winnipeg Jets make an entrance.
Brock Lesnar is in the Winnipeg area. No, he's Saskatchewan, but he cheers for Winnipeg Jets apparently.
Yeah, he's friends with Buffalo.
I don't see it. I don't. Whatever. Anyways.
Well, where he lives is not too far away from Winnipeg. It's like a few-hour drive.
Saskatchewan, yeah, it's a couple-hour drive at that.
Well, no, I guess like where he actually lives isn't that actual like far.
I've heard it's like fairly close to the Manitoba border.
Yeah, the Manitoba.
I still think it's so funny that he lives in, was it like North Dakota or somewhere, where it's the only phone near him's like a mile down the road. You have to call him at a certain time, and that's still not remote enough. So he moves to Saskatchewan. What does that say about Saskatchewan? The place is a pit of despair.
Yeah, but Lesnar's a freaking Canadian now.
Technically, you're right. Yes.
And I mean, Sable's Canadian. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I'm ready, willing, and Sable.
You're ready and willing in Sable? Fuck, wouldn't that be nice? How about that? How about them apples?
Right.
How about them puppies?
Yeah, that's Deborah.
Both of them are good. What else? Yamaguchi-san suffered a stroke, but apparently is recovering in hospital.
Well, that's good. Way to kick out.
Yeah, it's good. Good. It's good to hear that he's actually, not doing terrible, all things considered. So hopefully he makes a full recovery. That'll be good.
Well, there's, a hope spot in that heat for him.
Exactly. And the only other thing I have is that we should book Ty Dillinger. Other than that, I got nothing.
Well, I actually want to...
Wow, we blasted through that really fast.
I want to go back to the outdoor games for a second.
Okay.
Because the Ottawa Senators were in one against
with
Montreal
the Mount Royals.
And how boring of a game was that?
We only watched part of it. Did we turn that on Saturday?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I was drinking.
Well, that's because we decided to play beer pong.
Yeah, and tummies.
Yeah.
We're the champs.
By the way, yeah.
Tummy champions of the world!
We beat our wives in tummies.
Among other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Physical, too.
No, she kicked my ass in that.
No, I mean, physically, we beat them in tummies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a physical game.
It is a physical game.
You gotta physically throw the
Your
ball.
wife punched me in the shoulder because of that game.
Punch is like a girl.
Still
Also a
stung.
sore sport.
Still hurt.
I mean... But no, our outdoor games losing kind of their luster.
I think it's official they've lost it.
Yeah. So,
Because honestly, I mean, Chicago's got a game next year versus Boston. I should be excited.
do you care?
Don't care.
No.
I really don't. The only reason I kind of care is you know what?
You want to see the
In
jerseys.
theory, yeah. I just want to see the jersey. That's a new jersey for me to buy. Really, that's it. Other than that, I don't care.
But they're coming.
They're here.
Getting shot at.
Yeah.
But no, I have an idea that could bring the aura of an outdoor game kind of back.
Put it outdoor in Compton.
No.
Oh.
The All-Star game also sucks. But the 3-on-3 format is kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
Makes it a little bit more entertaining. Well, what happens if you make it like pond hockey? And it's just a pickup game. And you don't...
So you don't keep score?
No. But you don't have... like, you just have everybody who makes the team, like, made the All-Star game. And, you know, you have sticks in the middle, and that's how you make your teams. So you can have a team that has no forwards, and you got to find out who's going to be forward. You have a team that's all forwards, and they got to play defense.
Did you put your goalie sticks in the middle and just toss them too?
No, after all the players put theirs, then you put the goalies, and then you know.
Well, I think you put the goalie sticks in. Maybe one team has 3 goalies, the other team has 1. That'd be great.
Well, I mean, that did happen back in the day where you had you know, maybe 2 goalies on your team, but you only played one, so the other one would suit up for playing D or something like that. So
like Goldberg.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Again, like, I think that would be a little bit more of an interesting concept.
The only problem is, being at pond hockey, they can't really market it and have people buy tickets and stuff the same way, so it's going to be really hard to convince them to do it.
No, but you can actually make a smaller, like, you know how on these NFL fields where they have, like, the big arenas or whatever, or even, like, you know, section off the ice. I mean, you can do it where it's, like, I don't mean like an actual pond hockey, like, thing, but I mean make it more of that feel where you have that old school, like, okay, 6 in the middles. You do the NHL. You don't have actual referees. I mean, obviously, like, you have people, like, counting score, but you do, like, the NHL to, like instead of a puck drop.
Actually, I like it. It's a lot more fun, a lot more old school.
And then the person who gets, like, to do the sticks or whatever, maybe it's, like, you know, you can have a fan voting or something like that, to where maybe you pick a fan to come to the game, enjoy the game. But then, you know what, he also gets to be the one who sorts the team, and then he gets to, you know, present the winning team with whatever, like the trophy or something.
You know what you could even do? Make it good for charity and whatnot. Everyone donates a certain amount of money to charity, gets their name put in a hat, and whoever gets drawn, they get to go to the game, and they do it. But the money that they donate is going to some charity, so it actually benefits both.
Something to make it a little bit more interactive with the league, the players, and the fans, and then you have the fans wanting to actually do something and be a part of it and go. I mean, obviously it's this, and then you keep, you know, the cool, like, the good skills, like the hardest shot and, you know, things like that, like the fastest skater and everything. But
yeah, so
that was kind of like just an idea that I had that I think.
So you're thinking, like, still do this in the arenas, but pond hockey style?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what else you could do? Make it real fun. Go to Mystery Alaska.
But at the same time, no, and here's another thing. I would say no more of the All-Star jerseys. Everyone wears their own team stuff. They just get matching pennies.
Pennies?
Yes.
Nice.
And maybe the pennies are team colors based on the host of the city. I don't know. But it'd be a little bit more interesting.
You know what? You change that. Make it so that whoever happens to host, you get home and away, like, basically their jerseys, but it's just the NHL logo in the middle. That way you don't have to have 4 different jerseys and stuff like that, but, like, gives the home city a little something.
Yeah, but, like, say, like, Connor McDavid gets, like, the blue penny. Like, he doesn't actually get 97 on the back. Maybe he gets, like, 5. And, like, that
would be kind of funny, yes.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's just one of those things to make it a little bit more traditional. Remember your roots. Remember the good old times. But at the same time, enjoy hockey the way it was supposed to be when you were young.
Yeah. I like it. That's good. That's good.
And then maybe you can do, like, a celebrity-style one or something, too.
With Justin Bieber, and then everyone, instead of the hardest shot, they're just shooting at him, or they're trying to hit him.
Well, then
Scott Stevens catches him with his head down, fucking murders him.
I was going to say, Chris Perish can hit him again and then get disciplined again on the...
I would not give him $5.
No, when he pinned Bieber to the glass in the one and took the photo.
Yeah, I know. He gave himself a deduction of $5 for, like, a penalty or whatever, or the fine.
Yeah.
But still, honestly, as a fan, I would give him $5.
But it was pretty funny of Chris Perish.
You know, I double it. I give him $10 to do it again.
7.
I'd give him
I'm bad at this bartering.
I would give you $100 of my own money to do it again, but try and hurt him.
Or you could just uninvite him, and then he doesn't have to be around.
But I think it'd be funnier if we Goldberg him. So, like,
bring in Vladimir Putin, because I heard he can play
apparently
hockey.
He can dangle.
Yeah.
And then with him always would come Bure. That'd be cool to see again.
Mm-hmm. Or do like old school guys.
Yeah, bring back Fedorov and Yzerman. I can't think of anyone else.
Like,
I'm literally blanking right now.
Well,
My God, I am tired.
Solani, Korea.
Who are they? Yeah.
Jobbers.
Dominic
Hasek.
No, Slanting Korea, but only from their days when they played for Colorado.
What about the Ducks?
They played there?
They both play for the Ducks.
No, fuck them.
Well, Solani was a captain of the Ducks at one point.
So was Korea.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Ah. Actually, yeah, Slanting was for one game, wasn't he? Mostly all.
I was thinking Korea.
Whatever. Point
That's when he got knocked the fuck out by Stevens.
Yes. He doesn't remember that game, the game after the game before.
And then came back and got the goal.
Yes, it was nice. Nice. Who else could they bring back? I don't know. Joseph? Belfour? Bring back Hexall and Belfour and watch them fight. That'd be good.
Bring back Chris Draper and Claude Lemieux.
Or Chris Draper and Gary Roberts, because that Centennial game they almost fought.
And just Patrick Sharp and Duncan Keith, because we know that they share the same interests.
Yeah, but they're actually playing together now.
I know.
Although Patrick Sharp is not nearly as good as he used to be.
The winner gets the wife.
Duncan Keith wins then, I think.
Well, maybe like Sharp wins the first time, and then Duncan Keith gets him the last time.
Sloppy seconds. Number 2!
Bring back Sean Avery and Martin Brodeur.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Joe Sakic could play. Peter Forsberg. Pavel Datsyuk.
Yeah!
Tony Amonte. Chris Chelios.
Sure. Brett and Bobby Hull. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Could be a nice little gimmick that they could do. But I think we should move on because we dealt around that one too much.
Let's book Ty Dillinger.
Okay.
Wins World Heavyweight Championship, the end. Done.
Wins a match to the end.
Yeah, that'd be nice. He teams up with Mike, what's his name, Kanellis? I keep wanting to say Bennett. Mike Kanellis. They become tag team champions.
I would actually put him with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Turn him heel.
That would be nice. A little trio action.
Yeah. They can
have them join the Yep movement.
Yeah. They can almost be the new version of Team Canada.
Ooh, yay, that'd be good. And then Bobby Roode could join.
Glorious.
And then Eric Young could call up and join.
No, too many.
No, you can't have too many.
We need a chick.
And then Scott D'Amore joins.
Natty can be in there.
Yeah, that's true. Huh. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, I've gotten bored of Natty, which is unfortunate.
I think it's. I'm personally just a little bit disinterested in the women's division on SmackDown as a whole.
They're copying Raw.
Well, it's not. It's not even that. It's just they don't get creative. I find with the women as much as they do with the men. Like it's just like, oh, we want the women to do the first Hell in a Cell, but you don't give them something new. Like, why don't you make a new match and have them be the ones that debuted instead of the men? You know, like, have them, like, I would love to see a championship scramble match with the women, to be honest.
Sweet. Still waiting for the Rumble.
Yeah, and, like, little things like that, too, but at the same time, like, I find that there's a lot of talk about the women wanting to do the first this, something that's already been established, but why don't they become the innovators of something new? Why don't they do the first of this, like, new match, and then the men can do it later?
I'm still waiting to see a segregation match. And I don't mean that in the racist way. I mean that if you read A Lion's Tale, Chris Jericho's first book, and how you have to pin the person on the certain side of the ring, I think that'd be a really cool concept.
Yeah, if done right.
Yeah, if done right, absolutely, it'd be good.
I also do believe that they have possibly too many women that get lost in the shuffle.
Absolutely.
And I don't understand.
I've got it. Book Ty Dillinger to win the women's title.
Oh.
He's got long hair-ish. Or put him with Breezango, because the little bit he did for that fashion file was kind of funny.
Well, Tyler Breeze can join Team Canada.
That'd be good, too.
Yeah. No, in one thing, I was actually a little bit, as much as I loved seeing him in the Rumble, I think that was like a good moment. I wasn't really overly excited that he was on the main roster. Just because I thought he still had more in NXT. Like, I thought he deserved to be in the heavyweight or the title run.
He should have had a title run.
So, I would have just loved to see that. I would have loved to see a thing between him and Roderick Strong. I think that would have been great down there. I think there's still things for him to do in NXT, and I think him being called up just kind of...
He could always go back down, though.
He could, and I wouldn't be against it, but at the same time, where would you put him now? Now NXT is at a point where there's a lot going on.
There is. There's a lot of people there. Have him come back and win the Dusty Classic by himself. Yeah. He wins the tag tournament by himself. That's solidifying the perfect 10.
Maybe he needs the perfect...
tandem partner?
Maybe.
Aha!
Well, here's an idea. Why doesn't Curtis Axel split from the Miztourage, and the guy who's better than perfect joins up with the perfect 10?
Better than perfect 10. They could be called better than 10.
Mr. Perfect 10. I don't know, but it's just...
That'd be good, actually, yeah.
There's just something that, I find that, again, we go back to creative. Just come up with...
Outside the box thinking.
As much as we like to harp, and yes, that's a pun on the Bludgeon Brothers. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get it.
Harper.
I don't get it.
But at least it's something new, it's something fresh, and it's not the same old, okay, you got a mask on, you look like you haven't washed your clothes kind of thing. It's basically Wyatt Family 2.0, just away from Bray Wyatt. Now it's their own thing. I wouldn't mind seeing something like that with other guys as well. If you have to repackage them, fine. Not saying that Ty Dillinger needs a repackage, but I do think that he can be added a different level on his persona. There's something that you could add to him. Maybe it's a heel turn.
A heel turn.
Maybe
turn that package heel.
Maybe it's a push.
Yeah, maybe it's a winning a match. Put him against Hawkins. Get him over.
But no, I mean, it's something. Just use them and then see what you can get out of that, because, he did well when he was, doing the things with AJ and Baron Corbin at the time. So, just looked like he had that match, and then, he was just there so AJ didn't have to get pinned and Baron could get the title.
Yeah.
And then, you haven't seen him, so put him in a spot. He's there, use him.
I agree. That's all I got for right now. I got nothing else. I'm sure you have something, but
I have a couple other things. I wouldn't mind seeing, now that we're at the kind of the point where 2018 or 2017 is finished for WWE, what are our early predictions for 2018?
Tag Struggle 3 kicks ass.
Say Royal Rumble.
Oh. Tag Struggle 3 kicks ass.
Who would we want to maybe say debut, return, or happen at the Royal Rumble? This is something I think maybe we should collectively think about, and then for next week's episode, which will be the last episode of 2017.
Will it though?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It's a weekly podcast, there's only.
You're a weekly podcast.
It's the 18th. Next week is Christmas, motherfuckers!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Merry Fuckmas!
Huh? We're 7 days away from Christmas. So
Yay!
So the podcast will be coming out 2 days after Christmas, and then boom, it's the new year.
Yay!
But I think it's something that now we should look. I mean, a lot of people do year reviews. I
don't like looking back. Let's look forward.
Exactly. Let's now, with the last podcast of 2017, let's predict what we can see in 2018, and then we can go back at the end of 2018 and see how absolutely wrong we were.
Yeah, well, I like it.
Right. Or maybe we were geniuses.
Or
we got it all right.
Or we can make predictions about what we're going to do and then go do them.
Well, hopefully we can wrestle in Edmonton.
Well, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? At the very least, we're going to get chances to wrestle in Lethbridge and in Red Deer. But it'd be nice to wrestle in, I don't know, this city?
Right?
Don Iveson, fuck you!
Well, I mean, we could go to St. Albert. Just saying.
We could, yes.
Yeah.
We could also go to Fort Saskatchewan. We could also, I don't know, have this band lifted and wrestle in the city!
Donnie boy!
You're a cock.
Asshole.
Also, if you haven't heard, I'm sure you have by now, but the show on the 6th for MPW is not happening.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, they canceled us!
Well, it's not that we canceled a show. There is going to be a show
It's just not going to be the 6th.
in January for MPW. There's just it sounds like there could be a it sounds like that there's been an agreement between MPW and the Enoch Community Center.
Enoch!
Yeah. I mean,
That'd be Hakania.
that was the birthplace of Shaun Martens into Tag Struggle.
3.
Yeah.
That was the birthplaces of 3 in Tag Struggle.
And it was on my birthday.
That's the birth part.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and then I ate.
And that's a good place for it all to end.
And then I ate free Denny's.
Yeah, it's a good place for it all to end, too.
Yeah.
Tag Struggle 3 will end. And from it will be Struggle Tag 4. The rebirthing.
Yeah, we bring
We
in
will add someone else.
CM Punk.
Woo! And we'll kick out no one because it has to be 4 of us.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we need 4.
Or we bring in the Young Bucks, and then it's Tag Struggle 5.
Or we bring in all the Bullet Club and we could be Tag Struggle 10.
We can be the
10 Struggle. Bullet Struggles. Struggle Club.
Well, it's a Bullet Club, but it's Bullet 3.
Yeah. 3 bullets. Half loaded chamber. Guns and stuff.
Guns and shit.
Guns and shit. That's our tag, new faction name. Guns and shit.
Yeah. We're gas.
Yeah. Team Gas.
Woo! We smell.
Yeah.
like
Pew pew!
success.
Pow pow! Maybe we'll see Deadeye Malone make a join for the Tag Struggle 3 / Gas Chamber. I don't know why I said chamber. He could be the chambermaid. Tying all this in. It's happening.
You know who your favorite basketball player would be?
Wilt Chamberlain. Ah. We could also always bring in Gaseous Ono.
Yes, we can. Or P-Gas. Just
No.
let's be more blunt.
He sucks. Yeah. Okay, so Christmas is in 1 week from today. of us doing this.
we can go back to Richie Rich and steal the Smellmaster 5000.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
So Christmas is in 1 week
Yeah.
from today when we're doing this.
Yeah, we are recording on the 18th. We will be
The
airing
Monday.
on the 21st, I believe.
So that'll be 4 days before Christmas. What do you want for Christmas, little boy?
Michael Jackson? I mean, wait.
What? All I want for Christmas is some tag titles.
Well, I mean, that would be a little bit of alright.
Yes, it would.
I want to see in the next MPW show a sea of MPW fans wearing Tag Struggle 3 shirts.
You want the Sea of 3?
I want the 3C.
The Sea of 3.
3C or not 3C?
To see or not to 3?
Just wear us.
Wear us. be
Because
us,
we
live
look good on you.
us. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We are a little bit of all right on and in you. Or whatever.
And a little bit around, if you just want to, dunk us a little bit because you don't want it all.
Yeah. You know what I want? I want Don Iveson to not be a knob and let us wrestle in the city. That's what I want.
Yeah, it'd be great if he wasn't a double-sided dildo right now. That would be very nice.
Double-sided dildo being used in the same hole.
Yeah. And, it wasn't not the right hole either. But yeah. No, I'm not a greedy guy. Just, just want people to enjoy the Tag Struggle 3 cheer.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
And a Happy New Year.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's it for episode 53.
Yeah. A little bit compact of us flying through everything.
Well, I mean,
We're in the Christmas spirit.
we're flying like Santa, baby.
Reading at a 12th grade level.
You read at a 12th grade level?
I'm just surprised I can read it all.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I got some catching up to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm Chris Perish.
I'm Meniac, and for Shaun Martens,
Yeah.
we have been Tag Struggle, and will continue to do so into the future.
Because we are real.
And spectacular.
And, we're a little bit of all right.
Merry Christmas, bitches.
Have a strugglicious Christmas. And remember, keep drinking.
That's it. Just keep
Yeah,
drinking.
just
Don't
keep-
stop.
yeah.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Actually, no. Maybe that's what we want. We want more beer.
Well, that goes without saying. That's a stocking stuffer. A good 2-for right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should just put a stocking, around a keg.
Put a stocking hang on a keg. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
But have it already be tapped, because tapping a keg's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. All right. Well, the battery's gonna die. So later, bitches.
When your heart's pounding out of your chest, you can feel the thing shaking as you're running out of breath. If you're ready to rock.